I have comments where people are like, oh, how dare you? Your daughter had a baby with your best friend. And granted, like, I think she's an amazing woman and super cool, but we didn't share space like that. You know, we don't have a relationship like that. But I think it's based off of photos from back in the day that came out.
Listen, y'all, this Evelyn Lozada situation is one of the wildest celebrity messes we've seen in a while. On the surface, it looks like a regular case of baby drama, but when you peel back the layers, it starts to feel like a reality TV plot that somehow jumped into real life. The big question everyone's been asking is this: is Evelyn really protecting her daughter? Or is she running the ultimate playbook in damage control? Because depending on who you ask, she's either a mother standing by her child, or a mastermind pulling strings behind the scenes. And honestly, the truth might be somewhere right in the middle. Here's how it all started. Evelyn Lozada, yes, the same Evelyn from Basketball Wives, has been front and center ever since her daughter, Shanice, gave birth to rapper The Game's baby. Now, normally a new baby is something everyone celebrates, but in this case, it was nothing but whispers, side eyes, and accusations flying left and right. Why? Because The Game isn't just some random rapper. He happens to be the longtime ex-fiancé and baby daddy of Tiffany Cambridge, who just so happens to have been in Evelyn's circle. If that already sounds messy, trust me, it only gets worse from there. Evelyn came out swinging, accusing The Game of treating her daughter like a baby-making factory. Meanwhile, The Game flipped the whole story on its head, claiming he was the one set up. According to him, Evelyn pimped out her own daughter just—
How do you respond to claims that you and I betrayed The Game's ex? Like when you came out pregnant and it was like this whole like whirlwind of, oh my God, they're these horrible people because people made it to be like, they turned it into a whole story that it wasn't. But
no, that's really a rumor that grew like hands and legs and fingers and the whole thing. And I don't know where did that even come from and who started that. I don't respond to that because it's absolutely ridiculous. It's not true. Like, you guys were not best friends. A lot of people were at your baby shower. You guys were on the same network, and that was like over a decade ago.
To lock him down with child support for the next 18 years. Yes, you heard that right, 18 years of guaranteed checks if you believe his version of events. Now let's back up a little. Shanice first announced she was pregnant, but here's where things got strange. She never tagged or mentioned who the father was. Around the same time, The Game made his own announcement that he was going to be a dad again, but he also left out the mother's name. No connection, no photos, no cute captions, just two separate posts that didn't add up. Of course, the internet went into full detective mode. Fans and blogs started combing through old pictures, trying to connect dots, and before long, rumors began spreading that The Game was the father. Months later, the truth came out. In Touch magazine confirmed it, and everything exploded online. Instead of people celebrating the new baby, the conversation turned into one big scandal. Now let's not forget who The Game is in this story. This man was in an 8-year relationship with Tiffany Cambridge. They had 2 kids together and even starred in a reality show. So when people heard Shanice had his baby, they weren't just shocked, they were floored. To make matters worse, fans dug up old photos of Evelyn and Tiffany together, laughing it up at events, looking like more than just casual acquaintances. Suddenly, it wasn't just about Shanice having a baby with The Game. It became a story about betrayal, loyalty, and whether Evelyn helped set the whole thing up. Fast forward to December 2023. Shanice was spotted leaving dinner with The Game, and fans immediately started whispering. Then on Father's Day 2024, Shanice dropped the bombshell. She posted a message saying, "Happy Father's Day, baby daddy," but again, no tag, no name, no photo, just vibes. And
how were you able to keep your 2 baby moms? I've never heard them talk bad about you, like blast you on the internet, say anything bad about you, like nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So how were you able to keep them happy, like through all this time?
I think that the type of parenting that we do with one another is just, for the most part, really honest and transparent, right? And then you have to become what you were when you started, right? Like friends.
Just like that, the internet cracked the case wide open. When the game later confirmed he was expecting his fourth child, but still didn't mention Shanice by name, people knew something was being hidden. Then came the Instagram post that set the timeline on fire. Evelyn proudly shared a photo of herself, Shanice, and the game with the new baby. Her caption was all about love, joy, and being grateful to be a grandmother. Sweet, right? But instead of clapping for Evelyn's grandma glow, fans zeroed in on the drama. They saw it as proof that Evelyn had crossed the line with Tiffany. For them, it wasn't just about a baby. It was about loyalty, and Evelyn looked like she had betrayed a friend. That's when Evelyn switched into damage control mode. She denied everything, saying she and Tiffany were never close. According to her, those old photos were just industry events, not proof of a real friendship. In her own words, "It's not true. People say anything. It's literally a lie that took on a life of its own." She brushed off Tiffany's presence at her baby shower as nothing more than professional courtesy. Evelyn wanted people to believe there was no betrayal because there was never a deep friendship in the first place. But here's the problem. The internet doesn't forget. Fans pulled up receipts, videos, and old interviews, and suddenly Evelyn's story didn't look so clean. She doubled down, though, saying people just don't understand how the industry works. In her eyes, the rumors spiraled out of control, but there was no real fire behind the smoke. Now let's talk about the podcast moment that stirred the pot again. In 2025, Evelyn and Shanice sat down together on Drop the Low and addressed the elephant in the room. Evelyn straight up asked her daughter how she felt about people accusing them of betraying Tiffany. Shanice brushed it off, calling the whole thing ridiculous, saying people made it bigger than it really was. According to her, there was never any deep friendship to betray. Evelyn agreed, insisting again that she and Tiffany were never besties. But then Shanice dropped a bombshell of her own. She revealed she's now a single mom. That one line set the internet on fire. Fans flooded the comment section asking what happened with the game. Some said they weren't surprised, claiming he used Shanice and never had any intention of marrying her. Others said Shanice knew what she was doing all along, securing financial stability through child support.